There's some absolute gold in this. You need an extended edition.
I particularly like the first bit.
The bit that I said. Right, we're ready.
Kenny Skelton and Georgiou, creators of Sidekick, the AI tool transforming productivity at Essence MediaCom. With 12,000 users worldwide, their innovation is reshaping the future of work. They joined our new technology and innovation speaker series to discuss AI's impact on business, part of an ongoing series connecting industry leaders with the UCL community.
I'm Georgiou. I'm VP of Engineering in the Agentic Intelligence team at Choreograph, who are part of WPP.
And I'm Kenny Skelton. I lead AI enablement for Choreograph as part of the Agentic Intelligence team. Oh, I have imposter syndrome all of the time. I actually live with it, don't I? One of the great things about working with Louis is that I always get anxious having to do presentations, but actually working with Louis and presenting together gives me a lot of confidence to be able to get up and do presenting. How do I push through it? Do you know, I work harder than anyone else. I put more effort in. I always use the saying, which is keep the faith. I have it as a mantra constantly banging through my head. What about you, Louis? Yeah. You're a confident guy.
Well,
show pony, actually. I think Louis is the show pony in the group.
Now I come across as confidence, but to be honest, right from the very start, like I started a digital agency when I was 24, so I was quite young and working with, seasoned professionals. I think I've always had, probably like you, kind of a little healthy dose of that imposter syndrome, which really I think you just use to help drive you forward, just to be as good as you can and make sure that you present and represent yourself, in the best possible light amongst like your peers and the other people that you're working with at other agencies.
AI is a phenomenal tool for people with imposter syndrome. I think throughout my career, I never went to university actually or college, so I've had to rely on the generosity of others' knowledge and sharing that with me. However, for the first time for me and my teams, is that AI is just this constant source of encouragement. It never tells you you're stupid. You can ask it any question, any term you don't know, any challenge you want to do, anything you want to try, it's there, and you can do it in a totally safe environment where you're not going to feel exposed. One of the biggest challenges when we're building Sidekick is that none of us can do any development, and Louis hasn't developed for 20 years. Secondly, neither of us knew, or we're just learning how to prompt, and we're building the technology that did it. So that was the challenge. How do you reckon we overcame it?
Yeah, well, that's right. That was a big challenge, and when we realised actually we could use AI to help us build the AI application, like the Sidekick, the application that we built is pretty much entirely built by AI, and that was probably a big eye opener for me, because then it was like, well, actually, anything is possible. Anyone could actually build with the help of AI, and there's loads of now either no code or low code tools, so anyone with little or no experience can actually be building quite powerful things now. I suppose the other barrier that we're still overcoming is probably just the behavioural change as well. We're trying to rewire the way people would have done their jobs traditionally, and people are used to doing things in a certain way, and what we're telling them is actually now you need to think about whatever task you do, think AI first, start with AI, and then let that give you an accelerated start and then go from there. So that just takes a little bit of time for these kind of habits to form with people, because people have worked in the way they've worked for years, sometimes decades. So definitely there's a technological and a behavioural challenge probably there.
My advice to anyone is just keep the faith, be relentless, fail as fast as you can, and learn to self-help. If you want to learn how to prompt, just go into your ChatGPT and ask it how it can help you in your role, or develop you a prompt training course or some prompts that you can use, and you will instantly have a list of things that you can start with. And once you start that meta process, it doesn't take long before you suddenly realize that you can achieve anything.
The best way to learn, I think, with these tools is just to have a go. Don't be worried about anything, and just push yourself, because actually the tools can help you do things you've never done before.
I think the reality is we are in a once-in-a-generation period of time right now where technology and innovation is going to massively accelerate. It's going to be such a wonderful time to be in any profession where you're really working with AI to do great things in your role.
It's not a choice. AI is for you. Everyone must get familiar and comfortable with AI. It's like going for a job and them asking you, do you use a computer? And you say, no, I like to write things manually. It's like, the world has now changed. We're at the very, very start, But so the best advice I can give to everyone is absolutely just find how AI can kind of help you and use it every day.